watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Stories about religious clergy, nuns, convent life can be really interesting because most of us don't know a whole lot about that life and the people who live it. To give you an example, let's look at today's Spotlight novel, Veronica Black's A Vow of Silence. Sister Joan is a member of the Order of the Daughters of Compassion. One day, she is summoned to see the prioress, Mother Agnes. It seems that Mother Agnes received a letter from Mother Frances, who lives at the Order's Cornwall convent. The letter is cryptic. It doesn't reveal much, but it's enough to worry Mother Agnes. And she can't find out any more information herself because Mother Frances died soon after sending the letter. So she sends Sister Joan to Cornwall to join the community there and see what might have been going on. Sister Joan travels to Cornwall and takes up her duties, which include teaching at the local school. Not long after her arrival, she learns that 6 months earlier, another nun, Sister Sophia, died by what everyone says is suicide. But there seems no reason she should have wanted to kill herself. What's more, very few people say much of anything about the incident other than that it was a tragedy. So Sister Joan begins to wonder what exactly happened to Sister Sophia. She starts to ask questions, but she's going to have to be careful. For one thing, she still has her own place in the order and the convent to consider. For another, if Sister Sophia was murdered, the killer could easily strike again. Little by little, Sister Joan discovers what's been going on at the convent, and she finds that it's more frightening than she'd imagined. So that's the overall summary of the story. What are the elements that hold it together? What are the elements woven through the novel? One is that we get a close look at the religious life. We see the daily routine of the members of this order and the convent's social structure. The convent's buildings themselves are also elements in the novel, and Black depicts them clearly. She also depicts clearly the Cornwall setting. So that's another important element in the novel, that physical placement of the convent in Cornwall. There's also the mystery itself. Sister Joan finds out what happened to Sister Sophia and what some people are hiding in the convent by discreet questions, a little snooping when no one's looking, and her own intelligence and knowledge of the order. And it's not spoiling the story to say that Christian scriptures also play a role in the novel. There's also the character of Sister Joan herself. She's come rather late to the novitiate, having recently ended a romantic relationship. So she's not a typical idealistic young novitiate. She's a little more mature, and she has a more pragmatic outlook on life and a more pragmatic perspective than some of the other nuns do. There isn't explicit violence in the novel or other explicitness. Still, the novel isn't exactly light. It's not what most people would think of as a cozy novel. The tension is very psychological as Sister Joan works to find out the truth without giving away what she's doing. And the truth, when she finds it out, has strong psychological overtones. A Vow of Silence is a psychological suspense novel as much as it is a crime novel. It features a nun who has her own independent way of thinking and her own past to deal with, several layers of secrets, and a frightening hidden truth. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.